Hey, welcome to the front porch. My name's Kemper. Today is December 27th, and this is a show we call 3rd and 21. Welcome to 3rd and 21. This is a show we do two things. We talk about college football, we try to have a little bit of fun. We talk about college football, and we try to have a little bit of fun. This show is brought to you by our friends at American Health Imaging. Listen, you need an MRI, if you need any type of health imaging, reach out to American Health Imaging. Remember this, it's your health, it's your money, it's your choice. AmericanHealthImaging.com. Check it out because it is bowl season, and Florida State has just gone final over their smashing victory over Southern Miss, which puts 19 bowls in the books for 2017. 19 bowl games are done. Of the 19, exactly 2 have been decided by 17 points or less. It has been blowout city this year in the bowl games, which got me thinking about this. It all started with Lane Kiffin hanging 50 on Akron. And here's my question. Is Lane Kiffin, is this guy just a immature, spoiled jerk who's going to get your program in trouble and then bolt? Or is he a pretty darn good football coach who's always around good football teams and good football players and will help your program get to the next level? And I go back and forth on it. Maybe you can write in and tell me what you think about it. But Lane Kiffin, I don't know what to think about him. But I do know this. They looked outstanding when they played earlier this bowl season. So, looking at the bowl games so far that's been played so far, one that I really enjoyed watching was Army versus San Diego State. Hopefully you got to watch it, but Army gets their 10th win of the season with the victory over San Diego State. So, they beat Navy. They win the Commander-in-Chief trophy. They win their bowl game. They get 10 wins for the first time since 1996. So, congratulations to the West Pointers. That was a great season. As far as bowl games that are in the books that have been a little eye-raising, I guess you could say, there's a few of them, but Appalachian State 34, Toledo 0. Now, I thought Appalachian State was going to win. They've got a terrific quarterback named Lamb. But I did not think that they were going to put a 34-0 on a pretty good Toledo team. So that's one that's kind of surprised me. But really what's been surprising is just how many blowouts there's been. Right now, Boston College and Iowa are playing. It looks like that's going to be kind of a fun game. But we will see on that one. You know why I love the bowls? Because you get to watch some teams that normally wouldn't play each other. You know, for example, Miami versus Wisconsin is a case in point. Now you got Miami with the speed and the bling and the turnover chain and Miami and all who they are versus Wisconsin. Just dairy-fed Midwestern boys who want to push the line forward. And they're going to fight. I've watched Wisconsin a few times. I don't know if they've got the speed to hang, but they're going to fight, and it's going to be a fun game to watch. A lot like that, and I mentioned it in the earlier show, Michigan State versus Washington State. Total contrast of styles and coaches, where you got Mike Leach, who's talking about pirates and whatever else comes into his mind, very entertaining, versus D'Antonio, who's also very entertaining, but just in all he wants to do is football. And when he deals with the media, it's nothing but just something that he has to do. So keep an eye out on the Washington State, Michigan State game. Another cool one that's coming up is Stanford versus TCU. That's going to be a fun one to watch. It's going to be some good defenses and some good athletes on the field. But outside of the playoff games, there's only one bowl that going to have as many athletes on the field at one time. That's USC versus Ohio State. Now listen, I understand how money gets in the playoffs and this, but this game should be played in the Rose Bowl. USC versus Ohio State is going to be a blast to watch. I cannot wait to watch it with the athletes and everything else. give you a reason to watch the Cotton Bowl, which you hadn't had a whole bunch of reasons to watch the Cotton Bowl in the last couple of years. So this is one of them. Tell you what, we're going to take a quick break. When we come back, we're going to tell you some exciting news about what we're going to be doing on New Year's Day morning, and then go to the ever popular mailbag. Stick it around. Okay. Got me in. Welcome to 3rd and 21. This is a show we do two things. We talk about college football. We try to have a little bit of fun. We talk about college football. We try to have a little bit of fun. Very excited to talk to you about a simulcast that we're going to do on New Year's Day morning from the Rose Bowl. You will see the Rose Bowl behind me as we do this. I want to thank our sponsors, as well as Brett Kirkland, who's going to be giving us a lot of technical assistance. So thank you, Kirk. Look forward to that. Hopefully we'll have it out by noon on New Year's Day. We'll break down the Georgia-Oklahoma game, as well as Clemson-Alabama. Do not miss it. Hey, listen, we are going to go straight to the ever-popular mailbag. This is a segment where you can write in, ask me anything to do with college football. I will do my level best to give you a clear and concise answer. And this is brought to us by our friends at OnTheRoadAgainCars.com. You're looking to buy a quality used car? I'm not talking about a piece of junk. I'm talking about a quality used car at a fair price from a reputable dealer. OnTheRoadAgainCars.com. Call Brandon. He will take care of you. So, let's see. First question. Where are we at? Here we go. First question comes to us from Claude in New Orleans, Louisiana. Claude in New Orleans, Louisiana. What do you think of the Texas A&M hire of Jimbo Fisher? Claude, I think it's an A-plus hire. What Texas A&M has done is pushed all the chips to the middle of the table and said, we want to win right now. If you look at it, they've got all the money. They got tons of money. They have a tremendous stadium. The facilities there are top shelf, natural recruiting base. I think Jimbo Fisher is going to do some great things. They're paying him, and they're going to expect to go to the next level from 7-5 to SEC West championships, and I think he can do it. I'm looking forward to seeing Texas A&M play Wake Forest. I think it's tomorrow the next day, but to watch some of the athletes that Jimbo Fisher is going to get to work with. So, excellent hire for Texas A&M. Next question comes to us from Peter in Phoenix, Arizona. Peter in Phoenix, Arizona. What do you think of the Herm Edwards hire at Arizona State? Herm Edwards, wow. You know, I don't know how that's going to work out. I can see how Herm Edwards, you just want to listen to him. When he starts talking, he just has this gravitas that you want to be around him, and I get it. The only thing I don't know is how committed he's going to be to breaking down film, you know, grinding on the recruiting trail. I mean, say a kid's got Arizona State and 3 other schools. How much is Herm Edwards going to grind to get that recruit to the Arizona State? I don't know. I don't know how good of a hire it is, but we'll see. It could wind up being a great hire. If I was a Arizona State fan, I think I'd be a little concerned with where you're at right now. Next question. Next question comes to us from Mark M. in Rock Springs, Georgia. Mark M. in Rock Springs, Georgia says, "Go Dogs, go Dogs. Love the show. Thank you very much, Mark. You're the reason we do this. People who love the show is the reason we do it. I love doing it, but thank you very much." Mark Wright says, "Kemper, how do you get your hair slicked back just so?" Mark, this is a show we do Mark, we do two things. We talk about college football and we try to have a little bit of fun. And your question does neither one of them. So we're going to keep an eye on Mark from Rock Springs, Georgia. And you go to the back of the line next time you write a question in. Great time to take a break. And when we come back, we will talk about the Maxie Holmes Put Your Money Where Your Mouth Is segment. And that's going to be a lot of fun. Stick around. Are you kidding me? What? How do you get your hair slicked? Do you even screen these things? Gosh. Welcome back to 3rd and 21. This is a show we do two things. We talk about college football. We try to have a little bit of fun. This is a segment brought to us by our friends at MaxieHomesGA.com, MaxieHomesGA.com. You're looking for a custom-built mansion. I'm talking something super nice. Give Butch a call. You're looking for a remodel, basement, maybe a new room, add-on, sunroom. This is what Butch is going to do. Quality craftsmanship, fair prices. Quality craftsmanship, fair prices. MaxieHomesGA.com. And this is a segment we call Put Your Money Where Your Mouth Is. When you call Butch, he's going to be in a great mood because right now in this segment, I am 6-3. 3 2-1 weeks in a row. 3 2-1 weeks in a row. With bowl season, I'm going to get crazy. I'm going to pick 4 games. And we will pick the championship games on New Year's Day. But up to this point, we're going to pick 4. And we're going to start off with North Carolina State versus Arizona State, the Herm Edwards. North Carolina State -6.5. North Carolina State will win this game going away. I see no reason why Arizona State can stay on the field with a really good North Carolina State team. So North Carolina State -6.5, love it. Second, South Carolina +7.5 over Michigan. Now, I've watched Michigan a number of times. Their defense is outstanding. Their offense cannot get the ball in the end zone. Their quarterback's been talking a little bit, and they're getting Shea Patterson from Ole Miss, but he's not going to be there till next year. So I do not see how Michigan is going to score a lot of points. It's going to be a low-scoring game because they got a good defense, but you give me South Carolina and 7.5 points, give me South Carolina 7.5 points all day long. And that game, low scoring, South Carolina +7.5, yes sir. Thirdly, Stanford, TCU. This is going to be a lot of good athletes on the field. It's going to be a physical, tough, grindy game. Stanford +2.5, yes sir. I will take Stanford +2.5 over TCU. And finally, the game that jumped off the page when I first looked at it, the more I looked at it, the more I liked it. USC versus Ohio State. Athletes everywhere, get that. But you take USC, you get 7.5 points. I think it's going to be a close game. So you say you can take USC and 7.5 points? Sign me up for that on a 4-pack. North Carolina State -6.5 over Arizona State. South Carolina +7.5, Michigan. Stanford +2.5, TCU. And USC over Ohio State +7.5. That's Maxie Holmes. Put your money where your mouth is. 6-3 record on the road. So we will see how it comes out. Listen, love for you to subscribe to the show and get ready for our simulcast that will come to you on New Year's Day morning. All right? Happy 2018 to you, and we will talk soon.